Most people spend 40 years waiting for the moment their money starts working for them. What if I told you that moment isn't random, and it happens at three very specific numbers? I used to stare at my investment account and feel almost nothing. Tiny gains, lots of effort, and this nagging feeling that I was doing everything right and getting nowhere. But then a friend in finance showed me something that completely changed how I think about wealth. Not a stock tip, not a get-rich-quick scheme, just math and three numbers that act like tipping points. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what happens at $10,000, at $100,000, and at $1 million, and why each number unlocks a completely different financial reality. Stick around for the third one, because that one will genuinely change how you think about work. Here's the uncomfortable truth that most finance content skips over. When you first start building wealth, almost all of your progress comes from you, not your money. You're contributing, you're sacrificing, you're staying disciplined, and the returns barely visible. Say you invest $300 a month at 8% annual return. After 3 years, you've put in $10,800. Your actual investment gains, roughly $1,300. That's it. And I know what you're thinking. That's barely worth the effort. And that's exactly why most people quit, right before the math turns in their favor. Because here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. Compounding is working. You just can't see it yet. Think of it like this. Compounding is a snowball at the top of a hill. For the first few seconds, it barely moves, but every rotation adds more snow. And once it builds enough mass, it accelerates, and nothing slows it down. In your first year, $100 earns you $10. In year 2, that same account earns $11 because now it's growing on $110. You added nothing. Your growth grew on its own. That extra dollar is the beginning of something that, with time, becomes extraordinary. So let's talk about the first number, $10,000. Now, I know $10,000 doesn't sound like a life-changing number, but here's what most people miss about it. It's not about the money. It's about what the money proves. If you've reached $10,000 in investments, you've done something most people never do. You've built a habit. You've resisted the temptation to spend everything. You've proven to yourself that you can execute a financial plan. That is rare. And the mathematical reality backs this up. That $10,000, if you never add another cent, grows to over $46,000 in 20 years at 8% annual return. That's $36,000 you didn't earn at work, just time doing math. But here's the part most people miss. If you have access to a tax-advantaged retirement account like a 401k or IRA, you can reach 10K significantly faster because more of your money stays invested instead of going to taxes. And if your employer offers contribution matching, that is the closest thing to a guaranteed return in investing. If you're not maxing that match, you're literally leaving salary on the table every single month. So 10K is milestone 1, and when you hit it, celebrate, because you just proved something most people never do. Now, the second number is where things get genuinely interesting, $100,000. At 10K, you're still doing most of the heavy lifting. At 100K, your money becomes a co-pilot. At 8% return, $100,000 earns you $8,000 in the first year. That's $666 a month, passively, while you sleep. And here's the thing about compounding at this scale. You'll actually start to notice it. It stops being invisible math and becomes visible momentum. Your account grows in a good month by more than you contributed. Each additional 100K after this one takes less time than the last. That's compounding becoming structurally visible. There's a financial independence strategy called Coast Fire. The idea is simple. If you front-load your investments early enough, you can literally stop contributing at some point and still reach $1 million by retirement, because time does all the work. Now, obviously, not everyone is in a position to just stop contributing, but the point is the same. 100K is the threshold where compounding shifts from background noise to a real financial force in your life. It also gives you breathing room. If you need to pause contributions for a few months, traveling, dealing with an emergency, buying a home, you won't fall behind. Your money will keep moving. And now, the number that redefines what work even means, $1 million. At 8% return, that's $80,000 in year one, $86,400 in year two, nearly $160,000 by year 10. Think about that. By year 10, your investments are earning more than most people make at full-time jobs, without a single meeting, without a commute, without a manager. Work becomes optional. Not impossible, not forbidden, optional. Now, there's an important rule tied to this, the 4% rule. Financial planners generally advise that if you withdraw 4% of your portfolio annually, adjusted for inflation, your money should last 30 years without running out. So, with $1 million invested, that's $40,000 a year to live on, indefinitely. If your lifestyle costs less than that, you're financially free. If you want more, keep contributing. The goal isn't the number for its own sake. The goal is to reach the point where your investment income outpaces your living expenses. That's financial independence. So, how do you actually get there? Step 1, aim for $10,000. Start whatever you can, $50, $100, $200. Automate it so you don't have to think about it. The goal is the habit, not the amount. Step 2, aim for $100,000. Increase your contributions whenever your income grows. Reinvest bonuses. Stay boring on purpose. The flashy version of investing loses to the consistent version every time. Step 3, aim for $1 million. Keep contributing regularly. Max your tax-advantaged accounts. Let the compounding engine run. Time is the most unfair advantage available to anyone willing to start early. Here's the thing most finance videos won't tell you. Wealth isn't built in dramatic moments. It's built in consistent, quiet decisions that most people around you aren't making. Most people try to get rich fast, but quiet, durable wealth is built slow, on purpose, with math, not luck. Each of these milestones, $10K, $100K, $1 million, isn't just a number, it's a level up, a new version of what's financially possible for your life. So if you've been waiting for the right time to start, this is it. Plant the tree today. Future you won't just thank you. Future you will look back and realize this was the moment everything changed. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper on investing and building real wealth, subscribe. There's a lot more coming.